Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Savjust21 here with a little SHAREfactory explanation, how it works and the new features. So let's start here. Lately there was an update, actually not lately, but a couple of months ago, which added the animated GIF and also the possibility to import videos, images, and music through USB. So quickly we'll go through the options. Animated GIFs. So my gallery is all the GIFs you've previously made. So you see I have nothing. Create a from project. So these are all projects I have done. I'll explain the difference between a project and a actual gallery. Basically when you choose create from gallery from a save video, but let's say we take this one. We'll start with one, so you guys could preview by hitting R2 hopefully, or L2 to get full screen, hopefully, and then hitting R2 you're going to preview your video. So let's say we select this one here. This is going to create the start point of the video itself. So let's say we create the start point here. So you guys have the sliders like you see, the right stick. You have the touchpad, which is a quicker slider. It's going to bring you quicker. And you have the D-pad left or right, which is a frame by frame. So if we start things, let's say here, it's going to automatically prepare a GIF with a 9 seconds timer. And then using either L1 or L2, same thing with R1 and R2, you could fine trim them, and basically in the middle you'll see your GIF going through as it's getting updated. So let's say we started from there, the start's going to be there. Now if we started from there, the start's going to be there. And then if you do the same thing with the end, you modify your end, so you could have it as short or as long as you want. And then if you hit save, it's going to process it and basically ask you if you want to share it now or share it later. And then if you reset, let's say you're really screwed and you're like, oh, I don't know what I've done, and hit reset and it resets the whole thing if let's say you're like too far or whatever. So we're just going to exit here with circle. It gives you back the full video when you do that. So let's say you want to start it from there now. It's going to do the same thing, process it 9 seconds, and then you could go modify it from there as much as you want. So as you guys see, it's going to repeat it, what a GIF is, and make the project from there. So we're going to exit. And the gift maker has a smaller menu. So we're next is going to be photo mode. Alright, in photo mode, basically you have the same thing, my projects. These are default projects that are there. My galleries, different projects I've done. Basically what happened, SHAREfactory crashed on me, so I had done this is the second time I do this video, so now I'm actually stopping and recording, pre-recording the clip, saving the clip, and basically as you guys see, I done this video before on the SHAREfactory picture mode. This is how to make the screenshots. So let's get back there. New project. Themes are basically backgrounds and different kind of text options that you could do. So we'll select this theme, let's say. Then you could add whatever frames you want in the order you want. So it doesn't have to be one after the other. It's actually the order you selected them. And then you hit the add screenshot. You could rename the project or continue. We'll keep it there. And it'll automatically, depending of the amount of frames you put you in a certain bracket. I use the D-pad to go around. You could use the left analog stick to quick select if you want to go from here to the frame menu. use the analog stick. But let's say we do a 9 frame like this. As you guys see, oh, I hit the analog going up there, and then we go here. It's going to go to 8 frame because we don't have 9 pictures, but I didn't select it, that's why. So you guys got to select the college, and then you're going to change the frame. So you have your different options. So we go here, we could change the borders. I use the D-pad, but as you guys see, if you want a thicker, smaller border, there's a limit on how it is, what you could do, round this, unround this. So you could confirm that. And then if you go here, let's say you want to change this picture, you could add another screenshot. We're going to add this screenshot there instead. And here we're going to add, let's say, a new screenshot that we don't have. This one. So you could change them. And then as you guys also saw, you could choose to add a background. So either you could use a picture, which is going to throw the picture as a background, or you could choose a color. See, these are the predetermined colors for each theme. So let's say we go to orange, and then you could edit the photos too. So you have a pan zoom object that you could actually pan and zoom. You go with the right analog stick up and down, left or right, and the left analog stick or pad is going to make it zoom closer or not. So we could do this. Then we hit confirm, and it's going to replace that image with that. So basically this would be the screenshot we have. Then in the options, if you hit the options, you have save project, which is basically what you're working on now. It's going to save it as a project. You have import to gallery, which is going to create that screenshot if that's it you want to use, like I did before. I saved this, I exported this to the gallery, and now I could use it in the project. So I'll give you an example of that. Let's say I want to change this one. So we go to edit. We go to edit photo, and I want to choose a screenshot. You guys are going to see this from SHAREfactory. So if you guys see, this is the one I done previously when I got the error from SHAREfactory. So I could use that project now in here. So we could go in here, let's edit it, and let's see, pan and zoom. So let's say I want to do this and pan it to show only these two, this section of it. We do that, pan and zoom. There's no rotate or anything for that right now, but that's how it is. You could also add on it, where is it? Edit photo, add a overlay. Let's say we use that on it. So this is basically going to be here, an overlay you could do. Let's say I want to add it. You could leave it on and off. R1 makes it bigger, L1 makes it smaller. You move it with the analog stick. You could turn it, rotate it with L2, L1. And there's also a nice feature they added, the align, fully to the left, centered, and fully to the right. It doesn't center up and down, or right and left, up and down. That's up to you. But let's say you moved it and you went a little like this by mistake, you could just realign it back to center where you were. And you could also use for little touches the D-pad, same thing, up and down if you want to do fine touches. And then you hit X to keep it. It's going to keep it there. Then you could change the opacity if you want it more visible, less visible on it. So there's a few cool options. You could use the left analog or D-pad as always. We'll cancel this. Then layer orders, if you have more of them. Let's say there's the align, the same thing. If you want to align your writing or your sticker to the left or to the right of the border around the overlay itself, you could do that. And it also aligns it here, so align center, and then you could delete it. So if we add, let's say, this overlay here, we confirm with X, no, cancel, sorry. So we go here, then you back out with circle, and then again, you have to read what's in your menu bar. So if we go to edit, it's going to edit this. So it's going to edit this sticker here. So as you guys see, opacity, let's say we confirm that. Circle add, let's say we add this. It's going to add it there. Now, right now, this layer, we could transform it, we could put it there. This layer, though, now is on top of this one. If you want to change the order, and let's say move this layer to this one, let's say we do that, it's going to be a little more visible. And you want to put it here, you want to put this one, sorry, edit, layer order, and you want to put it here now. Oops, I hit the wrong one again. Layer order, confirm, and it's going to place itself. So next, previous, so we'll, let's say we take this one, edit again, layer order, we go here, move up, move down, L1, R1. I don't really use them, I usually do my layers. So as you see, it's going to do this now. And let's say we want to delete this one, delete sticker. Confirm, it's going to delete the one you're on. So if you want to, let's say, put the salt thing in the front now, edit again, layer, you want to move it up, it's going to show in the front of it. So you confirm it, and then let's say you want to delete the other sticker in the back. You basically, like always, it's a left analog here. Let's say you want to fix this one. You confirm, and then you want to edit this one. You transform it like this now. So you always have to choose your layer before anything. And then you could play with it. So it's always on the bottom, you see your menu. So now I'm on this, it's flashing. I could either edit or add something. So if I edit, I added this sticker. So if we transform, as you guys see, I'm editing this sticker right now. So that's for the overlays. And then you click confirm, and then you click circle to get out and circle to back out to the main menu. So we'll exit for that without saving. So that's for photo mode. Next, video mode. This one is the interesting one that I use often. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, video mode now. So as you guys see, you have the same menus. My gallery is basically all the videos you've previously made here. It's going to show. Last project is going to load automatically the last project you work. So this is a upcoming video that's going to be coming that I worked on. My projects are all the projects here, so you could pick a project. When I say save a project, that's what I mean. It saves it here, but doesn't save it in the gallery, which is basically this. See, I have more saved projects than gallery projects, because these are the projects I have saved that are able to be shared, and these are projects that I'm working on that I usually use as basic for intros, outros that I liked how I set up, and then I just change the content in the middle. So when I do a, let's say, a Ghost Recon highlights on my solo play, I have one already there. For Thea the Awakening, the new videos I have, my intro, outro is already there, and I just change the middle content. So it makes things a lot faster to edit. Same thing with Elite Noob, which is my how do we call it again? Elite Dangerous. My intro, same thing. If I want to change something in the intro, I could do it. This is a little video of Elite Dangerous, so I use that for these presets. So I don't always have to do an intro, outro if I like the way I set it one up. So that's for that, and this is a new project. So new project, basically, we'll start. You have your themes. Every theme has its own intro, outro, stinger clips, and they're all different types. So if we go here, horizon 0, you have more or less depending. See, like this is the title screen for that. This is the intro for it. Different links, different stuff. You could choose to use them or not. So yeah, here you see I use them or not. It doesn't change anything. These are basically the clips I've been saving lately. So let's say this one, it's the clip that I've been saving on the intro, outros, what I'm doing now. And I'll actually record the video of me copy pasting all these and making them into a one how-to video. So that's actually going to be pretty cool to watch. So let's say we go in another one. I know this one has more. So let's say we go here. You see, it just takes the first one of each one. So these are 4 different intros. So this one is this, 6 seconds long. This one is like this. This one's like this. So you guys see I use these for some of my end videos. It automatically, let's say you pick an outro, an intro, it's gonna put it in the beginning of the clip with what you picked as meat. When I tell meat is these clips here, not the ones here. And same thing, title, so it's gonna go intro, title, outro, and stinger clips. They're all gonna be placed in order. So you see some have more, some have less. We're actually going to use the PS4 theme, which I like. It's pretty quick, simple things. It has one of each. So this is intro, title, outro, stinger clip, which is basically a little SHAREfactory, how do we call it, promotion that you could leave there. And then these is the meat. So as you guys see, this is the quick videos when you let's say when you save a video, it goes into a file. Well, these are the videos that I have. You see Middle Earth, I took a 6 minute 26 second video clip, so it saves it under Middle Earth. In SHAREfactory, you see I done one here that was talking about a subject, lasted 9 minutes 6 seconds. And that's the video you guys are seeing now. Same thing here. That's me explaining the video part here, or the beginning of it. So I'm going to actually show you a video how I paced and made this how-to video. So that'll be actually pretty cool. But let's get it started with just basics. So we'll add some clips in here. So let's say this one. So as you guys see, as you pick them is the order they're going to show. So that's going to show number 3. Let's take a long one here and take a shorter one there. So then you have start project. Rename the project. So we'll rename it Savjaz project. So we renamed it and we continue. It's going to take the information, load it up. So as I said before, you have your intro clip, you have your title, and then you have your meat. And then I'm using the basically touchpad to scroll quickly. You could also use the L1, R1, which is going to jump at the beginning or end of every clip if you want to go quickly from one end to the other. And this is your outro with the stinger clip that I was talking about. So they're all placed in order. So let's go back in the beginning and explain this. So you see they put their own type of filter, not filter, but a transition on it. So if we hit now the main menu, this is what I call the main menu screen. So for the main menu screen, we have here, let's say the main menu, we have the cross that lets you add things. It opens up a menu and lets you add certain things depending of where you are. We'll go through them, what each one does. Transition is what I was talking about. It only lets you add transition. If you see here, now the transition is available in between clips. So if you go here, you can put a transition at the beginning. This is a transition. That little thing here that just turned orange is a transition. So we could do here, if we go add here, it won't give me the option because I have a transition already. So I need to go to edit, which is square, which is the second button, which gives you options. So we'll go through all these, trim, move, delete, my favorite ones that I usually use and everything, but here edit music, edit transition. So that's the transition, and you could come here, delete it, replace it, and you see set volume, transition settings. So if the transition has volume or sound on it, you could edit that, which was not possible in the beginning. That's what the latest update, what it gave. So let's go to the next one. Circle basically is to back out. We don't want to do that right now, so we'll just cancel. And then you have R2, which is the play button, and L2 I'll talk about right away. L2 brings you to a full screen, and R2 plays. You could play it like this or in full screen. So you'll have basically the sound of whatever it plays and everything else. Ladies and gentlemen, it plays it as a full screen. You could go between and play it like this if you want to see where your transitions are. Okay, I want to see how this transition looks. So you could go just before it, hit, okay, that's what this transition looks like. So that's for the R2. I've already explained the touchpad, the right controller, the frame by frame, which is the D-pad, and L1, R1 to jump between scenes, and option button, same thing, save the project. It's basically a project. You're gonna basically save the settings, the outro, intro, and all the meat, but you could replace the meat. So you could come in, have already a preset intro, outro, and just change the clips in here after that. So you come here, I'll show you later on. You'll delete this clip, add another clip, and just have and play with them around like that. So that's a quick way of doing videos. That's what I usually do when I have projects. When I said before, that's what I do. My go solo, I have an intro, outro already, and I just change the meat in the middle all the time. Exports gallery, basically exports this to the gallery and saves it as a shareable file. And generate thumbnail, like I said before, it generates the thumbnail for the project. So if I hit general thumbnail, what I see on screen now on top is basically going to be the thumbnail for this project. So this is going to be project Savjazz, and it's going to show it exactly like this. So let's generate one thumbnail generated, and what we'll do is we'll back out. I usually use, let's say here, options, save project. So the project is saved, and we'll back out. I'll go without saving because we already saved it just to show you. If you go, you see my last project, that's what I worked on last. So if we go in project, you see this is what the generate thumbnail does. I know by looking this what my last subject, my video is about, if you want. So if we go in here, this project, it's going to load it up with the same intro, outro, and the same meat I had. But let's say I deleted all these, it's going to actually give me a blank let's say I deleted this video clip because I finished my project, I shared it, and I deleted it so I have more space. This is going to show as a blank, so you just come in here and you delete it. So we'll get into now the grits of stuff now. So you have here your intro clip. This is the what is considered intro clip. This is the intro clip for PS4. You can make your own if you want by putting images with words and that. We'll get to that later. If you guys look at my videos that I post out, you'll also see how I make my own different kinds of intros I put. I don't always use these. And then you have your title screen. So title screen by default is going to show, if we show the overlays, basically we go here, edit overlays, like I showed you guys earlier on the other one, is the overlays here. So this by default is going to show one, the title of your project, so what you named it is that, your gamer tag or PS4 tag, which for me is the Jazzman 180, and your icon of your PS4. So basically what represents you in PS4, your little icon. That's always there by default. They can be changed and edited, as I said before. You come here, edit this. Good example, edit text. You could come, remove the 180, save it like this. You could delete it. Then you could add, I'll get into this right away then. You could change the color. You have your presets of the theme. So this theme comes with these presets. So let's say we take a yellow, which stands out more, let's say on here, and I want to transform it and make it bigger. So you come here, you make it bigger. I've already talked about the R1, L1. Also alignment, you want to align it. So let's say we center it, we do that. And then I want to add effects. That's been added with the last update also, the effects. Basically you could add now effects on it. Different colors are going to give you different effects. So as you guys see, there's all kinds of effects. Some that you guys are going to see more or less that I like using a lot in my videos. This is one of my because it gives you a border, a little fuzzy look to it. I like this. It gives it a metal look. On some videos is nice. This one too. And the other thing too, let's say we pick this right now. So blue white is the default color here. And then if let's say we come here and we change this to orange, you guys see as it changed in orange. And you guys are going to know what the defaults are with basically the color here. So let's say now I use this one. Where is it? There we go. Nope, that's not the one. The easiest one to show it with is this. Alright, we picked this. I don't like the color it looks like. You could come here and actually customize your color and see it on there. And as you guys see, the text effect changes with the color. And it saves up to 4 of your presets. So let's say I come here and I do another preset, which is this. And I use that color. Now I could come back here and that preset color I made is here. So I could switch between back and forth and check it out. These presets are the, like I said, the theme presets. These colors here on the left are theme and on the right are custom. These always reset depending when you end the project and you save it to share it and you start a fresh project, these are refreshed. If you continue a project, these save in the project. So that's a little thing. And then the same thing, delete text, opacity, align, all these were explained. If you want to add one here, that's another thing. You have stickers that are pre-made stickers from here. Depending of each theme, there's different kinds of sticker. See, these are the specific theme stickers. and then you have imported image, basically if you have images that are imported, and then you have text. So for this theme, the first one usually is theme related, and then you have your other type of fonts that are generally there all the time. So let's say we want to make a something, you have your size of letters, so we want to write something here. Let's say we write ghastly, save it, and then the same thing. I could add a color. Let's say we want to make this one orange. I come to thing and okay, I want it orange but with this look, the metallic look. But I don't want it there, I want to move it. So you select it, transform. You move it where you want, make it as big. I want a little angle, so I want to put it here. Let's see. So you confirm it and then you exit out. But let's say I want the ghastly, and then if you want to completely get out and see what it looks like without the thing around, is circle. And then let's say I want to edit these layers. So as you guys see, it's also going to show up where you put it in the timing. So if you put it here, it's going to show up here all the way to the end of the clip. So this is one clip, this is another one. It won't show on that one. And it won't show till you get to this point. So if I hit play, it's going to show up like this. The way it shows up is always a pop-out. There's no other way to show it up. And also you'll notice here, if I go to edit overlays on my board here, on the overlays I could choose, it's in a basically grayed out form. That means that that overlay is not visible. So if I move, because you could move your timer when you're on this one, you can move your timer. See how it popped out? That means now I could actually see it and edit it from there. So if I go back up to this one and I hit the edit key, which is basically square, it's going to give me the options to edit it. And if I want to do, let's say, change layer, because I actually want this to be behind Savjazz and the Jazzman. So I go L1, R1, and move it as required. So I want it behind that. And then I confirm it with X, and then I have that. And as always, you back out to your main menu. This is your main menu here. So let's say we come here now. Let's say on a clip, we want to add a transition here. We hit plus, and it gives you different options. Let's say we want to add a filter to it. Come here, add a filter. So now it's going to change the background, not your overlays. Overlays always stay the same. It's going to fix your transition in the back, your video. So then if I go to edit, I have edit filter. I could delete the filter. So you see now it's back to blue. So that's one trick. Playing around with it a little, I'd suggest, helps a lot. That's how I figured most of the stuff. You could add here, let's say we go to transition, you have the cinematic, which if you want to see what it gives, and then you have some that have sound, some that don't. So depending of if you want that sound, let's see if we can get one with sound. That one has sound. So that's, and then you could change dissolves, different kind of dissolves. It's limited in the amount you have, but still pretty good. So then you have your wipes. We'll actually use them in a video. It basically gives you an idea, a preview when you hit R2 of what it's gonna look like, what the wipe is supposed to do. So we'll use different ones. We'll stick to cinematic just so I could show you guys something. Sorry, getting a dry voice here. So let's say we use this one, and now it gives me a warning. Adding the transition will shorten the overall project length. Continue, yes or no. What it means with that is basically, let's say your previous video is you can't go to 1 second. There's a limit there. You guys could play with it, figure out. But usually when you, in a 4-second video, if you put a 2 seconds transition, you're going to get this message. So what it means is that if you confirm it, let me confirm it, sorry about that, confirm it, basically now your 8-second your video here now is going to be shortened because of your transition. So instead of lasting, now it would have last 1, 2, you lose 2 seconds on the video. You get this type of transition, gentlemen, and the other video loses 2 seconds in the beginning. So if you guys, so you see it starts when you actually do have the image, it starts talking. But if you look at the video, we'll go to edit here, edit transition. We could set the volume on it, so if you don't want to hear that transition music, we'll do it right away. Quick way to show you guys. See, now there's no more video, no more sound in it. But what I want to show you is if, let's say, we delete this transition, you see this video ends at 10 seconds, and this one starts there. But with the transition, you lost the first 1.5 seconds about, and you started here in your video. Here it doesn't matter because it's basically the same screen and I'm just talking. But in videos where, let's say, you have something happening in the first few seconds, you put too long of a transition, you're going to lose the visual of those first few seconds. So that's for transitions. All right. So transitions are done. Now let's see if we add a layout. Layout is going to be added to the video you're on. So you have different layouts, default layouts, vignette layouts, if you want to put a circle boarding. So it's going to be on the video you're on. You could do different types of layouts. So you see add layout, add filter, same thing. It works the same way. Audio tracks the same way. It always works on the clip you're working on, the video you're working on. When you add a screenshot or a clip, it's always going to be added to the end of the video you're working on. So if we're working on this clip and we add a screenshot, it's going to actually show in between these two clips. So let's say we go here, we add a layout like this. Now we're going to have that kind of layout. If we want to edit a layout, it's always the edit key. So your main keys are X for adding and square for editing. So now we're going to go and edit the layout, either delete it or layout settings. If you want to set the intensity of the layout itself, so here more or less of that border, confirm it. And then if you want to relieve, if you want to delete it, you go here, delete layout, confirm, and you get back to your normal things. So that's for the layouts. Every section has different stuff. So as you see, if let's say I want to add a clip, I'll go here. Let's say I want to add, you could add whatever you want. Short clip so I could get to the end of it pretty quick. Here you go. We'll add a Minecraft clip. You select it. You see right now I have 10 clips with this one. My project length is 21 minutes 33 seconds. As of now, add clip. See, it gets added in between here. And then you could delete the clip if you want. Clone clip is something they added too. You could clone the clip, which makes exact duplicate of that clip here, but it doesn't duplicate, I think, the overlays, if I'm not mistaken. So if let's say we add here a overlay, go up to a sticker, let's say we add this on overlay, we'll transform it just to make it more visible. We'll confirm it there, back out. So you see at this point we get a bandage overlay. If we do now a clone clip, it clones it with the overlay. So you see we cloned a basic clip and we cloned it with the overlay. So it's going to clone the clip exactly as is. So you can clone the clip as much as you want. And then of course you could do here, let's say pan zoom on the clip. You could come here, pan, let's say this clip, you want to zoom into this and pan here. So you could do that, and what it's going to do is basically when you play your clip, so this is the normal clip, how it looks like. So you guys see this normal clip a little, how it looks like, minus the overlay. But if we come here, you're concentrated in that pan zoom sight of it. So it's a different view of it. So let's go here back to edit, delete clip, pretty simple, delete clip, it deletes your clip. So let's go here, we'll go edit, edit overlays. We want to delete this overlay on this clone clip. You could do that too. So you go here, transform, always X or square are your main buttons in this whole thing. Delete sticker, confirm. And then you always get out, this is a secondary menu. You always get out to your main menu. Your main menu is this, so you got to memorize this, the way it looks basically. Because this is your main menu. When you go into a new menu, add overlay, let's say we add this one, you always have a confirm. You want everything's good where it is. You added it, everything's good, it's where you want, circle. You see, you go back to a overlay menu. See your menu, how it is? You have previous, you have, it's a little different. You don't have the share on the main screen on the right, or if I press circle, see how the menu changed? So we go here to edit, edit overlay, see this menu. So this is a secondary menu. You got to keep that in mind. I've been screwed a couple of times where I've done stupidities because of that. So basically that's how that works. So let's say on this clip now, we'll continue. You see, I was back in the, you see I wanted to add another effect, but I went here. Why is it popping out with stickers? Because I'm in the secondary menu. Now I'm in the primary menu. I hit X. Oh, I get my regular options that I usually have. So if we go back to layout, let's say we saw add clip, add screenshot, same thing. We'll actually add the screenshot we created earlier. So we'll add that, confirm, 12 out of 50 clips, we're still good. Add screenshot, and it adds it at the end in between the video I was on and the other one. So I'll show you guys how to add a screenshot also later on a video itself, in the middle of a video. So we go here, we're in the main menu, options we have, add filters, you guys saw what it done. It adds basically a filter to the video, the whole video, because I didn't, that's the way it's set up. I'll show you guys how to change that. Again, edit, confirm, and we're back in the main menu always. Layout is the same thing. You have your vignette layouts, all layouts. So if you want this kind of layout, you're there. Don't forget, this is primary menu, edit, edit layout, and then you have delete layout. So we delete it, confirmed. Let's say we add a layout like this that I've used. If you guys see in my previous video, I've always used this kind of layout. So it's going to play your video in a corner there. So then you could add text wherever you want. So if you want to add, let's say, a overlay that's text, we come here, we choose that. That's our text. Transform. We want to put it here. Confirm it. And back at this point, you're going to have this text that's going to play all the way to the end of the video till it comes to the next video. Then it's going to disappear. When you have FX, it means you have an effect on the video. So you see here, there's no FX because there's not an effect. The other thing, so you could add here, if I add a layout to it, you'll see FX gonna come up to that. So that's how you know you have an effect on your video or not. So we delete it, the layout, confirm, nothing there. So that's one of them. Add transition, so add that, add music, add track. I'll talk about, let's say, add music. This is the default music that comes with it. So you guys could preview what it is. You could preview the whole thing or not, or you could hear through the whole thing or not. You could also import from a USB key. So if you import from a USB key, and then you could pick this music. Now the thing you gotta remember with music, when you add music, right now you're on a secondary music menu. You're not on the primary, you're on the edit music. Is one, the music is gonna be added from where your pointer was, this orange pointer. You see it was right here when I added it. It adds it from there forward, but the whole length of the song. So what's in green is the whole song. That's how long it is. So we'll go through all the way till this video. So then you could fix that if you want that music to only show for, let's say, this part of the video from here all the way till the end of it. So then you go to edit, and then you have your music thing. So you have trim music, move music. So if you move music, you can move it back and forth. So you want to start the music, that's say here instead of where it was, confirm it. And then the same thing, if you want to fade in, fade out, so you could set your settings, how long you want the fade in, the fade out. We won't do that, but basically play around with it. You'll see music volume, the same thing. If you want it louder or lower, sometimes when you guys are going to see, I'm going to put a background music. I'm going to put down the volume so it's not as loud. And if you have, let's say, more than one or two music, you could go to apply it to all, also apply to all, but by default it applies it to all. So then you have that. If we go to square, delete the music, move music, trim music uses a trim function. What I don't like with this, when you go with trim function, it basically shortens the song. So you're going to trim it, you see in orange, that's where it is. The only thing is, I don't like with this, is you don't see where your video in the background is. So I'm trimming the music, but I don't see where it is. So let's say I want to trim though a specific part of the music. I could come here. So the whole song is 20 minutes, and I want it, let's say, to be this, the music. See, it's gonna basically trim the length of it. But it also trims inside the music. So the music in the beginning, I'll let you hear what it starts, how it starts. It starts like this. Now, if I go here and I trim the start to, let's say, here, and confirm it, now the music is going to start, it's going to sound like this. So you see the starting point is different. The problem with trim is the thing is with trim, you could go back. You could go back to trim and trim it. The other thing too, let's say you want go with length. So that's another thing you could do. Let's say you want only 10 seconds or 30 seconds. You could hit triangle, which brings you for the 30 seconds, and move it throughout the song. So the 30 seconds of this portion of the song is going to be picked. So you go here, you confirm it, so that 30 seconds of the song is going to be picked instead of the beginning. But what I prefer usually to do, you have to be on the music too, or else it doesn't give you the option to edit the music. You see, I had no options here because there's no music. I go here, they're there. So what I usually do is, I don't play with trim music. I really don't like playing with that. What I like playing with it, see, that's the beginning of a song. What I like doing, and I do all the time, is I use split music. So I usually listen, okay, I like this part to this part and of the music, so I'll go here, split. So now you have this portion of the music, and let's say I want from there to there, and you hit split. It works the same way for videos. Now I have this portion, so now I could come in here and go delete. The only thing is there's no back option in this, so if you do any deleting or anything, you're gonna have to reload the whole project from where your last save point of the project was. So make sure when you're deleting things you're doing them right, because it happened a lot of times. I done 5 minutes of something, then I accidentally deleted the wrong thing. I had to reload from the last save point the project, and I had to redo the last 5 minutes of work again. So make sure when you're ready to split clip. See right now I can't undo the if I go here to edit music, it's going to give me that option now because I have music. See, it's already there. I can't undo this splitting. It's not bad if you just split it because it's going to continue from one end to the other seamlessly. But let's say I split the music and I took this and I put it there, took this, put it there, and done a whole bunch of stuff, and I deleted by mistake the wrong part. My last upload of the project is basically I'm gonna have to re-upload the project. There's no back button. So basically when I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna have to go I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna have to let's say I go exit without saving. If you do a mistake, very important. So one, you save project before you do any major thing. So, and then after that, so as you guys see, this is what I done. I added the music. If you do a mistake and you saved often, what you do is you actually go to circle, exit without saving, and then you go back to your project. So if you guys see, it's going to reload from the last save point. Look, last save point was this. I don't have the clip I added, nothing. So just make sure you save often, whatever you do.